Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to get daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. Now, what is going on in the stock market today? Well, Dow was down 400 points, and you can see these tariffs are going back in. But again, this man walking back and saying some countries he will allow them for another month or so, and then these tariffs will come back in place. But I think what he's doing is just manipulating, with a lot of other countries, saying things that he's not actually going to do, and he will just walk back, it's Mr. Taco. So, things are not gonna go back, and there are no trade deals. We heard about three trade deals so far, and the rest is just on pause. So we'll see how that works out. At least the market did use that news to go down today, and we made some money on some things that we bought puts on, and I'll share that trade a little bit later. But you can see market that was down nearly 1%, Nasdaq down almost 1%, S&P down 0.79%, and Russell going down the most 1.50%. 11 sectors and pretty much everything got hit except consumer defensive, utilities, and industrials. Stock market map also everything got hit. Apple was down nearly 2%, Amazon flat, Tesla down almost 7%, Google down, Meta flat, Nvidia down slightly. But if you look at it, nothing crazy here on this chart, because yes, things are down, but it's not like Tesla is the only one that is down big, like nearly 7%. Everything else pretty much just a normal pullback, within that bull trend that we're seeing for past couple days. Fear and greed index coming back off into greed now. It was at 78, so just a slight little pullback here, but still at extreme greed. So that is something to watch here as we're going and hitting brand new all-time highs. See if the market can hold up. And now I think everybody wants to talk about it, and especially where is Apple heading. So we'll talk about Apple first here in this video, guys. So just like I said before, Apple rallied today once again up to 216 plus, and then the market was pretty much down from last night, and the market came back down. So Apple had to take a back seat, came back off a little bit after going over these highs right here, 215, 214, got up to 216. Unfortunately, it's down on the day. So what is next? Well, I think even if Apple comes back down to 207, maybe goes under that level, maybe top of this range here, as long as we hold over this trend line, this thing, it's gonna take time. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Well, some cases they do, like if you look at something like Roblox, but Apple here, it's a big name, and this thing just consolidating for past couple weeks, and now we got the breakout here, and from last couple days we're just getting a pullback. So everything still looks good, and Apple can hold over 207. It can definitely push over this high right here, that 214 to 215 range. And if we can clear that, guys, what is going to happen? You're not seeing the big picture that Apple will likely to come up and close this gap 221. And if you look at my screen, what do you see here? Bunch of rejection right here at 225 to 226. So I think if we come up here, it can possibly even retest this resistance right here. And then from there, if you're long on Apple, I would consider taking profit. So I think still Apple is a dip buy. If you're getting a dip, and Apple will continue to move up, as we got the breakout here on Apple stock. So watch this key level 207. If that gives up, we might be coming down to 204 right here on Apple. 50-day moving average, and that's going to be a strong support to watch. On Tesla stock is down 6.79%. So Tesla, I bought some shares today, nothing big, just couple shares, and that position is up by I think $4 per share. It was up like 6 at one time, but you can see, I mean, Tesla got decimated today. Soon as that news came out over the weekend, Elon Musk starting a party with like three people or four, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Investors, they do not like Elon Musk going into politics and doing all that while running these big companies. So, he needs to figure out, give up these companies, sell it, or do something with it. Maybe pick another CEO and come to politics, or forget about politics because he already got, smashed by Trump. This man was the biggest donor in Trump campaign, and now he's nobody. You know, he just a side dude that really does not have anything over Trump. So Tesla here selling off because of that news, came all the way down to that lower Bollinger Band range right here. You can see we did close over that lower Bollinger Band. So 293 key line in the sand, underneath that 280. And then we got a bunch of gaps down here. If this thing is able to clear 300, we might get a shot where this thing moves up to close this gap at 313 almost right here on Tesla. And here's my X account. And if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. So I don't want to take too much of your time, guys. And I just want to share some quick trade ideas and why we got in and why we got out quickly, because money was there and I'm not going to wait around and let the market take my profit. So you can see on July 3rd, market hitting brand new all-time high, 625, 626, pretty much exactly there. We got this put 620, and today result was really good. 617 came and profit was really nice on that play. TSM is another one that we took at a brand new all-time high, and today this thing dropped about $7-8. So that was another one that we took profit. It was really fantastic. So all these types of trade ideas, and especially if you want to learn and you are serious about trading, I did run a special 4th of July a discount. Unfortunately, that is not on anymore. But if you're looking on Patreon, you can still save some money if you're going annually. I think there is still 20% off. So if you're serious about trading, you want to get all types of trade ideas like these ones right here, and Apple's still holding. That one, I'm not gonna sell anytime soon. Definitely check out my link down in the description for Patreon, guys. On AMD, it's down 2.26%. So yes, AMD is down, but if you look at my screen, this is nothing but a bull flag pattern right here. As long as AMD trading over these highs, 130 to maybe even 133, technically that is bullish. That just consolidation within this bull flag, and this thing will likely to break out once again, get over 138, then you're going to see 141 to even 148. Right now, key level to watch 133 to 130, and then all the way down here 125 on AMD. On Amazon stock, it's absolutely flat on the day, and you can see Amazon Prime Day is coming also, and this thing is setting up for possibly a big move up to 230. Market went down, everything went down, but Amazon just consolidating, and that is technically a bullish signal for the stock to move higher. Now, yes, the market just coming off from all-time highs and still sitting at pretty much all-time highs, so market is still up. That is the only concern for these stocks. As these stocks are going up, like Amazon here, then you got Apple, you got Google, that market pulls back. What is going to happen if you're long on these stocks? I think these will pull back, but you're not going to see a significant pullback. These will outperform S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 if that happens, unless there is some really bad news. So Amazon, in my view, looking good over the 5-day moving average. So there will be support at 220 to 221, underneath that 216, and then the support at 212 and the gap at 210. To the upside, if we can clear and hold over that 224 range, this thing will likely to move higher, and that's going to be another $5 move to the upside up to 230, guys. So Amazon definitely looking good for more upside as of right now. So despite the selling, Meta was green pretty much all day, and then we saw Meta pulling back and pretty much finishing the day uh, unchanged for the day. It didn't really go anywhere. But if you look at my screen, this was the pullback we had before. It was consolidating for a few days, and then boom, 747. And what do you see? The same type of pattern that we saw here. Here, just pulling back after a brand new all-time high, And now I think as long as it's over this high right here, which is at 707 to 710 to 707 right here, these highs right here, you can see a bunch of rejection around that level. We're not even getting down to 700. As long as it's over these levels, you can see it's kind of flagging right here. This thing breaks out over this high 726. It can push easily up to previous all-time highs 739, 740 up to even 747 and maybe even a brand new all-time high. So Meta is another one, even with all these gaps, I would not be the one chasing Meta or buying anything, but if you're somebody who likes to, trade some things like Meta here, that it's setting up for possibly another move back up to the upside. I mean, it just like risk to reward ratio, you can see, I mean, if this thing goes up, how much you have? You got about 20, $30. What if this thing comes back? You got about 50 bucks to the downside, right? Or maybe even more than that. We saw that before from, 700 down to what? 480. So that is the concern. Otherwise, it's looking really good. Microsoft going down 0.22%. So we got a doji type of candle holding over the 5-day moving average. 495 came down to 495 and it's holding. So 495 holds. It can push back up to 500, possibly even 505 and 510 because the Bollinger Band on top now expanded up to 505. 495 gives up the next level here to watch 490, 484, 481 on Microsoft. On Google, stock is down 1.66%. So just like Amazon, you can see Google here came back up. We did not take out this high, and then it actually fell back, retested this trend line, and now it's going back up. Also, we got a rejection there at 182, and now we're pulling back into the support almost today, right here at the 20-day 176, and it's holding well over that. But the concern here, what if this thing comes back all the way down here? Then it will be 167 to 170. That is where you look to get in. Now, the second thing would be breaking over 182 181 to 182 and holding over that, then you have this much upside where this thing can go up to 200 plus to close this gap to the upside. So Google here, it's kind of tricky to trade this. I would say if you're going in, your stop should be at 175 right now, and your exit probably would be right here at 188 to even 200. But if this thing breaks below these moving averages right here, you need to get out and reconsider, entering Google down here at 170 to 167. So going into tomorrow's session, key line in the sand 176, 170, 167 to the upside, 181 to 182 breaks. That holds right here. Google can hold over that 182 range. It's going to push really hard for more upside, possibly up to this gap. At some point, you're going to see Google coming up and closing this gap at 204, which is going to be massive. That's like 25 plus dollars to the upside. So Google still has potential for more upside. You just got to be careful here on Google, guys. Netflix down 0.5%. So this actually a really shame because it's only down 0.5%. I mean, look at the stock, how much this thing went up, down only $7. What are you gonna do with that? So Netflix here, you can see it got close to 1300, got rejection, but again, guys, I mean, this is a hammer type candle here today. So if this thing wants to continue, gets over 1300, well, going back into blue skies, you will see another brand new all-time high, or at least retest of 1341 on Netflix. Breaking below 1270, which we did not break below that level today, that should bring Netflix down to this gap, 1254.55 right here. And that's going to be a strong level because you have 20-day also that is sitting at 1258-ish right here on Netflix. On Nvidia, stock is down 0.69%. So when you see Nvidia and the market going down, it would be like, well, Nvidia didn't really go down. It didn't do anything. Microsoft still holding up. Only thing that went down would be Tesla, that actually down nearly 7%. And then Apple, after 4 days of rally, even today, Apple had that big push to the upside. We saw a bit of a pullback, but there is no weakness right here on Nvidia. Still closing at pretty much all-time highs, and we got to the next target 160, and now just consolidating. I mean, I would not even consider this as a red day or anything that is concerning. 0.69% down for the day, still holding over this trend line, way over this trend line, guys. So Nvidia, watch out if the breakout happens over 160. There are a lot of calls that came in last week for 180. That could be where Nvidia is heading. Now, would that be something I would be chasing? Absolutely not. Nvidia definitely not in the range where we can buy and make money. We can scalp. If you're really good at it, quick scalp. Those are possibly what you can do on Nvidia. But going long, new money long on Nvidia, definitely it's a no-brainer. To the downside, key support to watch 153. Previous rejection, now that can act as a support. But if that breaks and we see a massive bearish engulfing candle, like for an example right here, or maybe like this one, then we have some issues with Nvidia where this thing can come down, and it can come down significantly because Nvidia once again hitting brand new all-time highs and staying there and not getting any significant pullback. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.